So, family, you want to know if you are a starseed? Gotcha. Hold on, I'm a transcend right now. Galaxy call. Beep, boop, bop, boop, 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 boop. Hello? I'm calling in the 56th galaxy. Yeah, got a problem here. The Earthlings are not aware that they are starseeds. Should I proceed with the protocol? No, leave them alone. Okay, gotcha. Starseeds. Okay, so first we gotta break down the terminology because we have starseeds and then we have light workers. Light workers, on one hand, just as the name refers, you guys are bringing down light from higher densities, okay? You guys are upgrading the 3D matrix here. So you guys are speeding up the paradigm shifts here, okay, of barbaric ways of living, limited ways of living and perceiving, and you're freeing people's minds because you're bringing down all of this crazy shiz from the higher densities and making everyone's life here better ultimately, okay? You guys generally do not resonate with 9-to-5 living. You guys don't resonate with like strict rules and regulations. You guys are more free-spirited. You guys believe in the law of nature 9 out of 10 times, okay? And you guys love to do all things that allow you to feel light. If you think of things in terms of gravity and vibration, right? There are certain things that we do and certain ways of being that we can adapt to that can either make us feel heavy or make us feel light. And you guys are going to fall more on the light spectrum, okay? You guys like to live your life that way. You don't like to really make things a problem, okay? You love when people can pass the vibe check. You know what I'm saying? Just being around the light worker, okay? You guys naturally will bring other people's vibration up naturally, okay? You guys are like a guru, you know, when people sit around the guru and the guru just meditates, and they just appreciate that. They feel filled up with joy. You guys are literally on a similar wavelength. I don't even want to say similar. It's the same concept there. Okay. So if you can imagine it like we're all in grade school, right? And then you have people who are not tapped into their light bodies, you know, their higher densities, because we're existing on multiple planes at one time. Imagine that those people are in grade 1, right? You guys would have been graduated, made it to like grade 5, and now you kind of got to backtrack to help the people in grade 1, you know, bring them up with you guys. That is a light worker. Now a starseed, on the other hand, you guys are coming from a different star civilization, star family, okay? You guys are coming from a different space and time, and you're going to have either particular trade, psychic gifts, okay? You're here on pretty much a similar mission to light workers. The only difference is that, again, you guys may be able to tap into more of your memories. You guys may be in contact with your star family. It gets a little bit more complex on the end of a starseed. Now, it is very possible that you can be a starseed and not even know that you're a starseed because your gifts haven't yet awakened your gift. Now, I'm gonna channel a cool experience that I had on my Mario mushroom biz. I'm not gonna go in detail there because I don't know how much is accepted on YouTube. But anyway, you guys probably get what I'm talking about there. But anyway, yeah, on my experience, let's say, I just remember I sat in meditation, right? And I was channeling different energies. My third eye is like super open. Like I'm always channeling dreams for the collective that always seems to manifest shortly after I channel them. So I was in meditation and this being came to me. She was a cat woman. She had cat features, but she was also humanoid. And she had a very playful attitude to her. And she made me aware that her and her kind actually will interact with certain individuals in the collective and channel through them energies, though those individuals may not even be aware, like Rihanna. Rihanna was one of those individuals that I seen that she would like channel through that playful energy. Now, it's interesting because instantly I became aware that for every single animal that you can think of on this planet, there is a corresponding humanoid race out there that looks just like this animal. There are cat humanoid beings, dog humanoid beings, reptile humanoid beings. Some of you guys may already know about the reptile humanoid beings. In the spiritual community, I know they're called draconians. People call them draconians. Some of you guys are aware of the Anunnaki, right? The beings that are our forefathers. Right, that's a whole nother story that I have to get into depth about, but I won't here in this video because it's not what it's about. But anyway, for every single animal that you can think of, there is a corresponding humanoid, just meaning that they're human-like, okay, race out there. Now, many of these extraterrestrial species are very aware of us, okay? Some of them do not travel like physical travel over here like some people think in spaceships like they do, but they're interdimensional. They travel like we do. They can travel through the astral, and you can actually connect with these beings. Now, this isn't just new age, okay? I'll give you an example. The Dogon tribe in West Africa, they knew that their ancestors, their original ancestors, did not come from this planet. Okay, in their story, in their tribal story about their origins, they said that their ancestors came from a world in the Sirius star system. Okay, now in their cultural story, they're so aware of the Sirius star systems that they knew that even though Sirius is the brightest star, right, in our sky, you can see it with your eyes. But they knew that Sirius A had a counterpart, Sirius B, which was not discovered until like many years after that they actually told and gave their tribal stories. Did NASA find that they weren't lying, that there's a smaller star that is like the counterpart to Sirius A, right? And it's super dense, just as they described in their story, right? I think it's like a red dwarf or something like that, like it's super condensed. It came to, I think it's coming to like at the end of its life force, and it's super dense. And they also knew about many more stars in the Sirius star system. And they also described like all of the planets there, okay? And they said that there's these beings in this like water world, this watery world. And our ancestors, we were exiled off of that planet and we were brought here, okay? So they came here, and these beings, they landed in the water, right? And they had, in some accounts of the story, they had children with the animals already in the sea, so like dolphins and whatnot, and they made like mixed hybrids, okay? But these beings, they came here, and they are our forefathers. This is according to the Dogon people, okay? Now, what is interesting to me is that story is not only found with the Dogon people in West Africa. You will find that story all around the world. If you look into the Peruvian culture, right? The people of Lake Titicaca, they say the same thing. They say that there's these beings that came from the sky and landed in their waters, okay? And in the, is it the Incan culture? I think it might be the Incan or the Aztec, one of them, right? Whomever the god Viracocha corresponds to, I can't remember on the top of my head right now, but there's the story that Viracocha, he taught the arts of civilization to man and went back into the waters, okay? And the same thing that the Sumerian civilization, these civilizations are very old. I'm talking about 8,000 years old, like super old, you know? So they're not, I don't think that this is just them lying and making up. How can you make up stories from all around the world and they have the same elements? They're told in the same way of these beings teaching a civilization, and they're being fish-like, right? They're being serpent-like or fish-like. I don't think it's just a coincidence. So starseeds and other star extraterrestrial civilizations is not a new age thing. Okay, our ancestors been aware of these different star systems and extraterrestrials that come from them, the Pleiades, right? And the beings that exist coincide in the Pleiades is told in stories as far as Australia with the Aboriginal people. Okay, so our ancestors been aware that there are other star civilizations out there, or star peoples out there that's been in contact with our own civilization for a long time, and also are responsible for us. Okay, the reptile beings, according to many cultures around the world, are our forefathers. Now, one thing I will say I'm very skeptical of, and I think that you guys should be a bit skeptical of as well, is there is some groups out there that they are very specific about certain aesthetics that these star civilizations have. And I think some of it may be based on like, it might be an ego trip about like certain ethnic groups. Like you have your Nordic extraterrestrials that are like blonde, blue eyes. I don't know. I think some of that may be rooted in, I want to say racism, because, you know, the whole Aryan thing there, I just kind of always been skeptical of that. I'm not saying that it's not possible that there are beings out there that look like that. I just haven't came across them. I haven't really resonated too much with that, because I feel like sometimes we can put our own ego on things of certain, we can be like so pro our own culture and race and things like that, and then want to put our own spin on things. So just be careful of that, okay? Face doesn't really matter, appearance doesn't really matter. All what matters more is connecting with the energy, in my opinion. Now, as far as like signs that you are a starseed, what I will say is that's going to overlap, in my opinion, with the same qualities that I described with light workers earlier. Okay, you're going to notice a lot of those same similarities there with starseeds. They're going to resonate with a lot of that. Okay, because at the end of the day, most starseeds are light workers. Okay, came here on a mission and purpose, again, to speed up the evolution of humanity. Okay, so but there's one sign that I noticed in myself, so I'm going to share with you guys, that I feel like is a clear sign, clear cut tale, however you say it, that you are a starseed, and that is stargazing. Okay, that is something that I noticed that from very young, I love. I will always like to go and look up at the stars, and as I got more older and started to become more aware of different constellations and star systems and things like that, like my consciousness would just always draw me to it, because I always feel like it's a map. I always feel like it's something there that we should be paying attention to, or at least me, it's just a strong calling in my heart. And I feel like that is one way you'll know you're a starseed, because you're aware of other civilizations existing beyond out there, and other worlds out there, and you just may feel very drawn to it. Okay, so I feel like that is a very strong sign that you may be a starseed. Also, another sign that you may be a starseed, in your dreams, you may be finding yourself in these different worlds that don't necessarily operate like this world. Like, I'll have a lot of dreams sometimes. I'm taken into this like watery world where there's mermaids with me. Okay, that happens to me a lot, and I dream about water beings a lot. Okay, there's I actually seen one of the reptile beings, and I drew it. I drew him. I will show you guys in the community tab. I think it's pretty cool. But when I seen this being was so striking to me. This being almost felt like a god. Like, I'm not kidding. The energy exuding off of this being is so different. It's so different. It's something I'm not used to. It hit me like so hard that I'm like, this is like this energy, this vibration is very intense. Okay. And they also made me aware on my Mario mushroom business experience that they've been giving our civilization knowledge for a long time. Okay, knowledge that you'll see in systems like yoga, chanting, so on and so forth. They've been like literally helping us evolve for a long time. They made me very aware of that. Okay, so in your dreams, you'll have experiences like that, or in your meditation, you'll have experiences like that where you're connecting with other beings, not of the human race, that is giving you information, that is connecting with you. It may be a scary thing. You may not even know that you're doing it. But again, if you like recognize in your dream, you're always in this strange location that does not seem earthly, you probably are a starseed. Now, you're a starseed and you may have just figured out, so what now? Honestly, just continue to be yourself, man. Just continue to be your highest version, okay? Maybe you might want to go check out my video where I'm talking about purpose and how to align with your purpose, because that's very important. I feel like as a starseed, a lot of us are here on a mission, okay? But again, that does not have to be forcefully brought outside of yourself, okay? It can just be as simply as aligning with your most authentic version. So that can be detoxing, again, like distractions and layers of yourself that does not belong, so you can be your highest vibrant version and can be living in your purpose, you know. So it's being a starseed is nothing, you don't want to let it take you on an ego trip, make you think that you're like super different than anyone, that you are not meant to fit in with the human family. I think that can be very damaging to you if you allow it, because we are meant to exist here amongst the human family. That's exactly why we came here, to again help the evolution of mankind. We came here to spread good vibes, to give our unique gifts to the world, not to disintegrate from people, not to put ourselves as superior and others inferior, okay? That's the very thing that we came here to combat, okay? So that is my spiel on what Starseeds is versus Lightworkers, and I hope to make many more videos like this in the future, man. It's like super fun. I just feel like a lot of times I'm channeling this information. Everything that I'm telling you guys is coming from experiences, from my knowledge that I've either researched or I've experienced for myself. So I'm not giving you any spoon-fed like information that I'm just regurgitating. Nothing like that, man. It's just pure experience, and or channeling from the heart, or something that I've researched, okay? So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, family, love.